Howdy there. Welcome back to Gigi in the Kitchen. Today, let me position my camera where I'm working. My name is Ingen. I go by the name of Queen G on social media, Queen G.2. If you're not following me on Instagram, do so please. And thank you for following my channel. If you're not, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so that you can be in the know of whenever I'm in the kitchen working or anywhere in my house or my life like I am right now. Okay, so today I'm showing you guys how to store kale. All right, this is fresh kale from my garden. Look, beautiful. Yesterday I cleaned it. I have a video up of how to clean collard greens. I clean all of my greens the exact same way. So I skipped that process of how to clean kale because it's the same way that I do collard greens. I just take them and run them under water and get all this dirt out of these curls and crevices and things of that nature, dirt, organism, blah, blah, blah. So I'm not gonna show you that. Look at that collard green video, how to clean collard, same way. So the kale, once I cleaned it, I put it on paper towel, and I let it sit overnight or a few hours. So I'm up this morning, so you want the water to like drain off. And now I'm picking the greens from the stem, breaking off that big thick vein, and I'm tearing the leaves. You want to tear the leaves, and then I'm just putting them in freezer bags, and I'm going to seal the bag, take all the air out of the bag, take it out, make it flat, and seal the bag. Make sure your Ziploc bags are good and that bag stays sealed. This is ready for the freezer. This can actually stay stored, I think, for about a few months, but mine's is not gonna last that long. You can use this for smoothies, salads, casseroles, soups, kale chips. I usually make kale chips. I'm gonna actually make a bag of chips today, but this is so much kale to do something with right now. So when you have a surplus, especially when you have a garden, you have to figure out how you're going to, I won't say get rid of your veggies. You need to have a plan to either give some to your neighbors or freeze and store, cook them, and then store them. Sometimes, typically like my collard greens, I would cook them all to completion. Then I would put them in a freezer bag and store them for like Sunday dinner or any of upcoming holidays. And that way I won't have to cook everything fresh. And frozen collard greens, once they thaw out, they're the best. They are the absolute best. So this is how I store my kale. Let me go over one more. So this is a nice, big, pretty leaf. And I just take it by the tip of this vein right here, this stem, and I just start pulling all the way down. And I'm moving my hand so the kale won't hit the floor. It's like when you're a gardener, when you plant your own veggies, you are very meticulous and careful about waste, okay? So now you see that this is what came from this. You don't want to cook this. I guess if I was cooking, like sauteing them, I would cook some of this because it has a lot of nutrients in it and flavor. Kale is a bitter green, so you have to do a lot to wake it up. But I would cook part of that stem. And I'm taking the leaves and I'm breaking them up. Because see, when you freeze them, you want them to be ready for whatever you want to cook them for, not thawing them out and then they're going to be a little wet and might not be able to break as easily. So this is what we're looking at. Kale that is torn to pieces and stored in a freezer bag for later use. And there you have it. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Oh, and by the way, if you're new here, you might be saying, why is she wearing that head scarf on her head? Well, let me just explain to you, like I've explained to everyone else that has happened by. I typically keep my head covered when I'm in the kitchen prepping food. And I hate when I'm eating food and I see hair in food. Like when you go to a restaurant or to someone's home or anywhere in the world. So, and you know, a lot of restaurants, the cooks, chefs, and people in the kitchen have to wear hair nets. So I think that's what cooks. I'm my own personal chef. I cook for my family. In fact, I'm cooking a big meal today. I don't want to disappoint my guests with hair in the food. So Queen G covers her head every time she cooks. And that's just what you're looking at. All right. Thank you for stopping by. Happy holidays. I hope I post this before it gets too late. It's Labor Day, pre-Labor Day. Today's Sunday, the day before Labor Days 2021. I'm cleaning my kale. Well, actually, about to store my kale. I'm in the garage, organizing my garage. I ordered a very big old bin. I'm going to show that later. Not a bin. What do you call that? A bin. I don't know the name of it right now. To haul away stuff. My garage looks hideous. I'm embarrassed to even say that it looks that way. It's been that way for years. But today's the day that it's getting clean because we're having like a disposable dumpster barbecue party today. So you have to do something to inspire people to come get their stuff. Like my grown daughters, they have a lot of stuff here. I have a lot of stuff where teachers have garages filled with stuff. And since I'm about to retire very soon, I don't need any of that stuff. So we just put everything out on the floor, come get what you want, and everything else is going in the dumpster. And I'm doing the same thing for the basement. And so I'm starting to feel a peace of mind already because I'm starting to move stuff out of my house, out of my garage, out of my living space. So I know I'm off track, sometimes long-winded, but I'm just trying to tell you about my day today. So you'll see me back here later today. But right now I'm trying to get these in bags and then clean my ribs and cook all my sides so that when my guests come to clean out the garage, they can have some food to eat. Okay, see you. Bye.